In this tutorial, I'm going to cover the basics of tapping on Clone Hero. This includes how to hit patterns like descending and ascending triplets, ascending and descending quadruplets, zigzags, chimneys and reverse chimneys, ascending and descending ladders, trills, and castles. Some methods I'm going to cover include alt tapping, slide tapping, and rake tapping. All charts that I use in this video will be downloadable in the description of this video so that you can try all of this yourself. For this tutorial, I'll be using button notation to show you exactly which notes you should be hitting with which hand. 1 to 5 is green to orange, numbers inside parentheses are to be hit with your tapping hand, and numbers without parentheses are to be hit with your fretting hand. Numbers inside square brackets are to be anchored, also known as held down, until another square bracket shows up in the line of numbers. It's also worth noting that numbers inside parentheses with an arrow pointing to the next number are for sliding. So if I show 1, arrow 2 inside brackets, that means you need to slide from green to red. The first chart that I'm covering in this tutorial is the OG pattern practice chart by Vatiz and Ducky GH that Showbass made. Here we will look at descending and ascending triplets, zigzags, chimneys and reverse chimneys, and ascending and descending ladders. I would recommend turning on the alt taps modifier to make learning this easier. The method that we will be using for all of this is alt tapping. Alt tapping is basically where you alternate between your tapping and fretting hands to hit a single note or set of notes one after the other. In most cases, you will find that it's best to start a tapping section with your tapping hand, then start alternating with your fretting hand after. Let's get started. The first pattern that I'm going to cover today is descending triplets. Luckily, the section names match each pattern name, so it's easy to know what you're learning. This is essentially what you will be doing here. Anchor green, tap yellow red, fret yellow red, tap yellow red, and so on. Keep doing that until the end of the section. Here is a close-up so that you can see what's going on. To hit ascending triplets, you're basically doing the same as you were for descending, just the other way around. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor green, tap red yellow, fret red yellow, tap red yellow, and so on. Keep doing that until the end of the section. To make hitting this pattern much easier, angle your tapping hand in a way that makes it so you're naturally hitting the red before the yellow in one motion. Here is a close-up so you can see what I mean. To hit zigzags, you will want to angle your tapping hand in a way that makes it so you're naturally hitting yellow, blue, yellow in one motion, instead of trying to hit each tap note individually. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor red, tap yellow, blue, yellow, fret yellow, blue, yellow, tap yellow, blue, yellow, and so on. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. Next up is chimneys. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor green, tap yellow, fret red yellow red, tap yellow, fret red yellow red, and so on. With your fretting hand, you're basically targeting the bigger bundle of notes, and with your tapping hand, you're only hitting a single note. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. To hit reverse chimneys, this is what you need to do. Anchor green, tap yellow red, fret red yellow, tap yellow red, fret red yellow, and so on. Here you're basically combining the methods you use for both ascending and descending triplets. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. For ascending ladders, I actually like to start with my fretting hand instead of my tapping hand. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor green, fret red, tap yellow red, fret blue yellow, and tap orange blue. Repeat that until the end of the section. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. Now remember how I said you should angle your tapping hand for ascending triplets? Do the same thing for descending ladders, so that you hit 2 notes with one motion. Also, we're going back to starting the section with your tapping hand for this one. Here is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor green, tap blue orange, fret yellow blue, tap red yellow, fret red. Repeat that until the end of the section. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. If you then want to put everything that you learned together, check out the last section of the OG pattern practice chart. I would recommend doing this as it will help you to understand how each pattern can transition into one another, which will help you improve even further. Moving on to the next chart, Trill Duet by Colorix. I will cover two sections from this song, one that shows normal trills with simple transitions, and another that shows trills in a slightly different way. The method we'll be using for this is alt tapping. First up, let's check out the intro trills section. Here is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor red, tap yellow, fret yellow, tap yellow, fret yellow, and keep going until the yellow changes to blue. Then tap blue, fret blue, tap blue, fret blue, and keep going until the blue changes to orange. Then tap orange, fret orange, tap orange, fret orange, and keep going until the orange changes to blue and the anchor changes to green. Then continue following the same method for the rest of the section. For this section, you might notice that at every transition, the first note change is a tap note. To make it easier to grasp each transition, I'd recommend accenting every first tap note. What I mean by that is to tap the note slightly harder. This helps me to stay in rhythm, so maybe it'll help you as well. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. Then if we move on to chorus B, there are a different type of trills that use a different note for both your tapping and fretting hand. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor red, tap blue, fret yellow, tap blue, and keep going until the blue changes to orange. Then tap orange, fret yellow, tap orange, fret yellow, and keep going until the yellow changes to blue. Then tap orange, fret blue, tap orange, fret blue, until the blue changes to yellow and the anchor changes to green. Then continue following the same method for the rest of the section. You're basically always tapping the higher note and always fretting the lower note. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. For much faster trills, you will need to learn a method known as rake tapping. To get started, separate your index finger and middle finger, keep them relaxed, and then slide up or down the single fret. I personally like to slide my fingers down, as sliding them up has never worked for me, but try both out and see which way works best for you. If you want to include 3 fingers into your technique, the same idea works. Just separate your index, middle, and ring finger, then slide up or down the frets. This is much harder, so if you're new to this, I would recommend just learning with 2 fingers. Then to complete the technique, start fretting on the same button that you're rake tapping on, and you will be able to hit much faster trills. The chart I'm using to help you learn this method is Monster Trill, and the section is also conveniently named Monster Trill. I don't think I need to include button notation here, as you're simply anchoring red and rake tapping and fretting the blue as fast as you can to hit all of the notes. This section is 36 notes per second, so you need to be fast to hit it. That's where rake tapping comes in. Hope that helps. Moving on from trills, we're now going to take a look at closer under chart. Here you will learn patterns like ascending and descending quadruplets, quad zigzags, and quint zigzags. The method we will be using for this is alt tapping. For ascending quadruplets, load up the Oh Please FC Me section. Set the A position just after the first blue note, then do this. Anchor green, tap red yellow blue, fret red yellow blue, tap red yellow blue, fret red yellow blue, and keep going until the transition. And this is where things get a bit more confusing. Slide anchor from green to red, fret yellow orange, slide anchor back to green, tap red yellow orange. Then repeat that until the next transition. Then anchor red, tap yellow blue orange, fret yellow blue orange, tap yellow blue orange, fret yellow blue orange, and repeat that until the end of the section. I basically can't hit green, red, yellow, orange quadruplets with one hand without sliding because it's extremely awkward. If you can do it without sliding, you're not human, but good job, you're insane. Here is a close-up so you can see what's going on. For descending quadruplets, load up the Oh OK Please section, then do this. Anchor green, tap blue yellow red, fret blue yellow red, tap blue yellow red, fret blue yellow red, and keep going until the transition. Then tap orange yellow red, fret orange yellow red, tap orange yellow red, fret orange yellow red, and keep going until the transition. Then anchor red, tap orange blue yellow, fret orange blue yellow, tap orange blue yellow, fret orange blue yellow, and repeat that until the end of the section. Here's a close-up so you can see what's going on. If you don't care about ghosting in this situation, you could actually use the same method used for ascending quadruplets, but to get the most out of your practice, you should aim to do this the cleaner way. To learn quad and quint zigzags, you want to load up the Oh My God section. To make this easier, it's best to split the section into 2 parts. For part 1, the quad zigzags, set your A and B position so that only the quad zigs show up. Then, you'll be doing this. Anchor green, tap red, yellow, blue, yellow, red, fret red, yellow, blue, yellow, red, tap red, yellow, blue, yellow, red, fret red, yellow, blue, yellow, red, then repeat until the end of the section. Here's a close-up so you can see what's going on. Then for part 2, the quint zigzags, set your A and B position so that only the quint zigs show up. Then you'll be doing this. Anchor green, tap red, yellow, blue, orange, blue, yellow, red, slide anchor from green to red, fret yellow, blue, orange, blue, yellow, slide anchor from red to green, then repeat until the end of the section. This is tricky as you need to slide anchors to hit the notes of your fretting hand, but with plenty of practice you can get this down. It took me literally forever to FC this full section. All I can say is one day everything just clicks and you'll be able to hit it. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. Now, we're going to look at a pattern called castles. This is a lot like trills, except instead of constantly tapping the same notes, you'll be alternating across the frets a lot more. The chart that we're going to look at for this pattern is Patterns by Schmutzo6. Load up Patterns and then go to the Still Alive section. The best way to go about hitting this section is to split it into 4 parts. For part 1, this is what you'll be doing. Anchor green, tap red, fret yellow, tap blue, fret orange. Then repeat that another 5 times. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. For part 2, this is what you'll be doing. Anchor green, tap yellow, fret red, tap blue, fret yellow, tap orange, fret blue. Repeat that another 2 times. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. For part 3, this is what you'll be doing. Anchor green, tap orange, fret blue, tap orange, fret blue, tap orange, fret blue. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. Then for part 4, this is what you'll be doing. Anchor green, tap blue, fret orange, tap yellow, fret blue, tap red, fret yellow. Repeat that another 3 times. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. And here's another close up showing the full section together. And that's castles. I'd recommend slowing the section down as it can be a bit confusing, but repeatedly learning at slower speeds will help your brain transfer the muscle memory to your fingers for when you feel ready to go faster. Now finally, we're going to look at slide tapping. Slide tapping is basically where you slide your finger from one fret to the next in one motion. The 2 sections that we're going to look at here are Inhumane Solo 2 from Inhumane Forest Trail and Solo 3H from Sunrise. So let's start with Inhumane Solo 2. The only part of this section that we want to look at is the start. Set your A and B positions as I do so that you get only the part that you need to learn this method. This is essentially what you'll be doing here. Anchor yellow, tap orange, tap blue, then slide back to orange, fret blue. Repeat this another 5 times. The way that I do this is tap orange with my middle finger, then tap blue and slide to orange with my index finger. Release, and then do the same again. This is the best way to position your fingers so that you can do this. Now let's move on to Solo 3H from Sunrise. The only part of this section that we want to look at is the end. Set your A and B positions, as I do, so that you get only the part that you need to learn this method. The best way to go about hitting this section is to split it into 3 parts. For part 1, you'll be doing this. Anchor green, tap yellow and slide to blue. Fret red, yellow, red, tap yellow and slide to blue. Fret red, yellow, red, tap yellow and slide to blue. Fret red, yellow, red, tap yellow and slide to blue. Fret red, yellow, red. The finger that you use to slide is completely up to you. I personally like to slide with my middle finger, but you might prefer to use your index finger instead. Try some things and see what works. For part 2, you'll be doing this. Anchor green, tap blue and slide to orange, fret red, yellow, red, tap blue and slide to orange, fret red, yellow, red, tap blue and slide to orange, fret red, yellow, red, tap blue and slide to orange. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. For part 3, you'll be doing this. Anchor green, fret yellow, blue, yellow, tap blue and slide to orange, fret yellow, blue, yellow, tap blue and slide to orange, fret yellow, blue, yellow, tap blue and slide to orange, fret yellow, blue, yellow. Here's a close up so you can see what's going on. And here's a close up showing the full section together. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it helped. If there is anything else that you'd like me to cover in the world of tapping, please let me know in the comments below. Also, I would love to see your progress, so if you learned something here and managed to FC a section you've been going for, please tag me on Twitter or in my Discord server. Good luck, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if this helped you.